Inside your chest, your respiratory system functions like a vast upside-down tree. A central trunk splits into a complex network of hollow branches. These lead to millions of microscopic air balloons, where oxygen is harvested and passed directly into the bloodstream. In a healthy system, this movement is effortless. Air flows through these pathways with a smooth, rhythmic consistency that goes almost entirely unnoticed. This entire biological network is a mechanical balance, and it is entirely dependent on one thing: these branching pathways remaining wide and unobstructed. The crisis begins when the outside world enters the system. These invading particles, like a speck of dust, trigger a massive defensive response. In a patient with asthma, the body misinterprets these harmless elements as a significant threat. It initiates an immediate, aggressive lockdown of the entire local area. The first mechanical failure is inflammation. The inner lining of the branches swells inward, turning an angry red and reducing the space available for air. To make matters worse, glands along the airway produce a thick, sticky mucus. This fluid creates a sludge that further blocks the narrowed passage. Then, the surrounding muscle bands clamp down. They wrap around the outside of the branches and squeeze with enough force to crush the airways. With the interior swollen and the exterior squeezed shut, air becomes trapped. The patient experiences a vacuum effect, struggling to pull air through a closed system. The system has locked itself into a state of failure. It requires an immediate external intervention to manually reset the mechanics of the airway. The inhaler is a tool of high-level physics. It is designed to launch a measured cloud of medicine through a highly turbulent environment. The challenge is the geography. To be effective, the medicine must navigate past the mouth and throat to reach the very bottom of the pulmonary tree without sticking to the wrong surfaces. This is a game of micrometers. Droplets over 5 micrometers hit the throat and stay. Particles under 1 micrometer are breathed right back out. Medicine falls between 1 and 5 micrometers. Larger drops settle in upper branches, while smaller ones reach the deepest regions. This intervention works because the medicine is physically tailored to the exact dimensions and airflows of the human body. Even with perfectly sized particles, the delivery depends on the person using the device. The mist needs a steady current to reach its destination. The user must provide a slow, deep breath. This controlled movement allows the medicine to glide past the swollen corners of the airway rather than crashing into them. By holding their breath for 10 seconds, the patient stops the internal wind. This pause allows the medicine to settle directly onto the inflamed surfaces. Once touching down, particles interact directly with receptors on the tightened muscle bands. They send a signal instructing the fibers to release their grip. This is a collaborative reset. The inhaler provides the necessary signal, but it is the patient's timing and control that ensures the message is delivered to the right address. The mechanical release happens in seconds. The outer bands uncoil, allowing the airway to spring back to its original wide shape. As the tension breaks, the internal swelling subsides. The angry red tissue fades back to pink, and the pathways become clear once again. Fresh air begins to flood the system. It reaches those millions of microscopic air balloons, causing them to expand and resume their essential work. The network is fully restored. The tree is once again unblocked, with its branches open and functioning as they were designed to. The inhaler serves as a specialized manual override. When combined with the right human technique, it allows a patient to take control of their own biology and reestablish the rhythm of normal breathing.